Today I am reading Medicine China officinalis from the book Soul of Remedy, book written by Dr. Rajan Sankaran. China is the remedy of the kingdom, plant kingdom, and in my understanding, it is the main remedy of the malarial miasm. The malarial miasm lies between the acute and psychotic miasm. Malaria is characterized by intermittent fever, like sudden acute attack of fever with chill, followed by the period of relative dormancy. There is therefore an acute phase which is characterized by a feeling of threat followed by a longer period of fixed state of being that are of a psychotic nature. Example, there is a fixed sensation of deficiency with the need to cover up. The feeling in China is I am weak and so people attack, trouble and torture me. A feeling of being persecuted. The patients feel he is weak, not good enough, that he is persecuted and hindered at his work by other people, that he is obstructed from achieving his ambition. So he fantasizes, and in this fantasy he make himself worthy and achieve his ambition, and in this way use fantasy to cover up the inherent feeling of not being good enough. This is the psychotic and fixed phase. The acute phase in China is characterized by acute fears and anxiety. Notably among them is a fear of dog. It is also often indicated in the acute attack of the fever, loose motion and asthma. Later can be so bad that the patient may lose this consciousness as he gets breathless. This acute phase is usually response to an external exciting factor. The feeling of being tortured or persecuted can also reflect in his words. For example, he might say, "The headache troubles me so much, it does not allow me to work." The patient feels frustrated, angry and hindered all the time and develop a contemptuous attitude towards everyone. He does not have the courage to break away. He becomes indifferent and hopeless. He wants to commit suicide but lack of courage. He is frustrated being unable to achieve his ambition. So he starts planning, fantasizing and theorizing. Unlike cannabis indica, who slip into the fantasy worlds automatically. China is ambitious and plans step by step. He achieved his ambition by building castle in the air. He feels he possesses is not good enough and that he would have possessed better things if he had not been obstructed and hindered. Therefore, he fantasizes and imagines that he possesses finer and more expensive things than they actually does. He never really puts his plan into the actions. It is mere armchair planning. He is ambitious but indolent because he feels unfortunate and obstructed. For the example, he will say there are soundtrack in the movie. Why can't there is be no why can't there be smell in track? So he start planning to put a smell track in the films. In his fantasy world, he does the things he would have done and he had not been hindered. But he knows that planning and theorizing are hopeless. They make China is within all of us, right? We all have the plan and goal, but somehow people and things comes in our way and hinder us. We are frustrated but know that nothing can be done. We fantasize about what would have happened and had we not been hindered. We feel unfortunate. China is probably the remedy of China itself. The students have been so frustrated by the government. They can do little but fantasize what they would have done had they not been so unfortunate. Sorry. Like other plant remedies, it has the sensation of being offended and hurt. And at this point, it resembles the Staphysagra. But while Staphysagra feels insulted and angry, China feels hindered in his ambitions and start fantasizing. I have found the I have found China to be good remedy in asthma when the symptom agree. And at this, and I have also found it useful in attack of rheumatoid arthritis, which are followed by the fixed stiffness in the joints. In allopathy, quinine is used for the treatment of rheumatoid arthritis too. The physical symptoms are followed by tremendous weakness. It has ailment from the loss of vital fluid, a tremendous weakness followed with discharge. Physical symptoms are desire for sweets, periodicity, history of intermittent fever, perspiration staining yellow, bitter taste in the mouth, flatulence and the bloated, distended abdomen, and rubrics are delusion hinder at work, he is, delusion persecuted, he is, delusion pursued by enemy thought he was, delusion tormented he is, delusion unfortunate he is, fancy examination of, plan making many, indolence, aversion to work, indifference, apathy, etc., alternating with the vexation, contemptuous, everything of, unworthy object seems, offended easily, suicidal disposition but lack of courage, and Kant's rubrics are the face is greasy, food tastes bitter, appetite increased during the fever, desire refreshing things, desire fruits, desire sweets, aggression from egg like China Arts, gallstone colic, respiration asthmatic at 3 a.m. This is all about China officinalis. Thank you for listening and watching.